All right, now for pile 2. All right, what therapet... Oops. All right, for pile 2, what therapet card needs to happen? Okay. This one, it's on the ground like usual. A bad day does not mean a bad life. Tomorrow will be different. All right, so if you're having a rough day, don't hold yourself to the mistakes or the perfectionism that you feel like you didn't get done in the day that you were struggling. Sometimes people struggle. Sometimes we all have bad days. Sometimes shit just sucks. He doesn't want you to have that bad day or that bad experience with a person impact your self-esteem. He's saying sometimes this pile likes to assume that just because they had one bad experience with a date, a parent, a loved one, that everybody else is going to be that way. That's not the case. Also, a bad experience with a person does not mean that they are going to be toxic for you forever. It just means at this time they're not for you. So he wants you to disregard people's opinions if they're not helping you or if they've been criticizing you. He's like, take what they say with a massive grain of salt and don't apply it to yourself if you feel like it's been harsh. If they expected perfectionism for you, disregard it. That's not going to be helpful for you in the long run, and he doesn't want you to feel bogged down by somebody else's bullshit. All right. What is some spell work that could be helpful for them right now? Okay. All right. So he wants you to do some prosperity magic with him. He's like, what do you actually want, or what do you feel like you need in your life right now? Is it a more steady job? Is it space or a new place to live so that you're able to be who you need to be? He's like, I want you to write your goals out and then choose one, petition him, and be very specific, and he'll help you. With the birth chart, he wants you to actually go get a reading because there's some things or hidden difficulties that you could work on based on where some of your planets are lining up right now. So he's like, knowledge is power in order to be able to help support yourself. So if you have more knowledge about yourself, you're able to make better decisions. Also, he wants you to kind of get more familiar about the season that we're coming up in, because that could really impact the type of magic you do. I think we are in Libra season, but don't quote me. So find out what's really beneficial in Libra season and do some spells around that. And the last 2 dice are like connect with the elements, specifically the element of fire. He's like, you have a burning desire to do something, so write a petition to him, burn it, which is his favorite element. He loves taking desires through fire. And once that happens, trust that he'll bring it to you. All right, so those were the dice. And then, so those were the dice. Now let's do a little activity for art therapy to see what activity would be helpful for you right now. He's really considering, for some of the spell work, he's considering a move out spell or manifest your ideal house situation, because he's like, people at home are not treating you well, so you need to consider how you're going to move away. All right, past, present, future. Apparently, a lot of people need a guidance about their next steps in this file. Past, present, future, go for the activity to give yourself guidance, painting, and then it's going to take about an hour. Instructions. Draw 2 partially overlapping circles with a pencil or pen. The left circle represents the past, the right circle represents the future, and the middle is the present. With your paints, use colors, shapes, textures, and words to describe each category. Beneath the present section, write things that you're doing now to reach your future state. So basically he's saying, again, manifest. What do you notice about each category? Was there a category that was harder to create? How do you feel about the steps you're going to take to reach your future self? Do you want to make any changes? And then my journey, to give yourself guidance, medium drawing and time commitment 1 hour. Draw a winding road on paper. Consider where you are on this path and draw yourself there. Add roadblocks along this road representing what you have overcome in the past, road behind, challenges you're facing currently, and what you anticipate in the future, road ahead. What do you need? Can you add helpers to your path? What do you notice about what you have overcome? How do you feel about potential challenges ahead? Can you name one thing that you need today to help yourself? So basically, he's really asking you to identify your needs and your wants and where you want to be in a couple of years and start doing manifestation for that today. He's like, manifestation really relies on you knowing what you want and need. And I can't help you if you don't even know what you want. So he's really encouraging us today to see where things are potentially out of balance. Where are you giving too much? Where are your boundaries being crossed? Where are people disrespecting you? What are steps you can take to get there? He's like, I want you to have the best possible life, and I want you to be able to identify those who are not serving your highest good. You don't have to cut them out, but you may need to put boundaries in place to mitigate their future pessimism into your present moment. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's reading. It was not short. Sometimes whenever I feel like I'm going to do a short reading, it never ends up that way. But I hope you enjoyed this. And if you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. I do have a Ko-fi account if you want to, a Ko-fi account, excuse me. If you want to give a tip or if you want like a personalized reading, I am starting to open myself up to doing that if you would like. But if you don't, that's fine too. It's never an obligation. I hope you have a great rest of the day and a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye!